Hello, guys. Thank you for tuning in to the Elevate with Erica podcast. I'm your host, Erica. My mission is to connect with you through our stories and in that process spread inspiration for you to go do amazing things with your life. I had crushed that this is the way to the perfect job, marriage, and kids checklist and was left unhappy, stressed, living paycheck to paycheck, and unfulfilled. I knew there had to be more to life than wishing away the week until Friday, and so I found that proof. And that's what I'm here to do for you and with you. Are you ready to create a life that gets you excited? Then elevate with Erica. Grab a bottle and get comfy, friends. It's time for some unfiltered advice. I have to tell you guys about a new meat delivery subscription service I'm using. ButcherBox delivers high-quality meat you can trust right to your front door. I'm talking free-range organic chicken, humanely raised pork, 100% grass-fed and grass-finished beef, and wild-caught seafood, so you can feel good about what you're eating, but also the taste and the quality are amazing. Free bacon, you guys. Yes, free bacon. And free bacon for life. Did you hear me? That is ButcherBox's latest promotion. Beginning on June 14th, for a limited time only, place your order using my link in the show notes and get free bacon for life in all of your future shipments. Hi, friend. Welcome back to another episode of Elevate with Erica. Today, I want to do a short and sweet one, like right to the heart of the topic, packing the punch, leaving you feeling ready to take action without me taking too much of your day kind of episode, okay? So buckle up and let's do this. Have you ever said that you can't or haven't done or failed at something because of something outside of yourself? Like, have you ever said, I can't eat healthy because of the way my family eats? I can't start this business because my husband doesn't support it. I can't consistently work out because my spouse makes fun of me. I can't move to Mexico and open a margarita stand because my kids won't take care of themselves. Okay, maybe that last one you really can't do yet. But like, if that's your dream on your heart, make it happen, girlfriend. No right now does not mean no forever. And let me know when it's open because I want that first margarita. But my point is, have you ever let someone's lack of support stop you from following through on your dreams and your goals? Well, my friend, I'm going to tell you something I had to realize myself over the past year. It is no one else's job to support your dream. You may not like that, but you don't need their support, their approval, their permission. If you feel like you need it, that means you have some work to do, and it's not on them. It's on you. I'm going to call you out like I had to call myself out. Are you ready? If you aren't doing something that's on your heart because you feel like the people that mean the most to you don't believe in you, I want you to know that that is not what's actually stopping you. What's actually stopping you is that you're not believing in yourself. Are you afraid you won't stay committed? Are you afraid it'll be too hard? Are you afraid of how you'll look to others if it doesn't go as planned? Are you afraid you'll look at yourself as a failure if it doesn't work out? You have to get really honest with yourself when you approach those questions. Because you do a lot of other things every day without anyone's approval, don't you? I listen to music my husband doesn't like. I watch shows my husband thinks are stupid. I open the garage door for my workouts when my husband wants it closed to preserve the cool air in there. But if you follow my stories in the morning, you know I have that sucker open whenever I can. So, is your friends, spouses, parents' lack of support really what's holding you back? Or are you holding you back? You don't believe in you. You're not supporting you. You're afraid that you'll fail. How long are you going to let you hold you back? You may not like what I'm saying right now, and you may not agree with me yet. And I can understand that. But when I first left my corporate job in 2020, my husband disapproved, right? And guess what? I did it anyway, because he didn't understand the mental state I was in, and I had to save myself. But I was angry with him for not supporting me. And I used the fact that I didn't have his support to be my excuse every time something went wrong in my business. Every time something didn't go as planned. It was because I didn't have him encouraging me, believing in me, supporting the time I was putting into building something from scratch. That also blocked me from taking the lessons from those failures too, because I wasn't looking to improve something within myself or that I was doing. I was just immediately falling on, well, it's because I don't have my husband's support. You know what? His support at first would have been nice, but I didn't have it. And it led me to my truth. It led me to discovering the lack of belief that I had in myself. You know, I know that I'm a hard worker. But being a hard worker doesn't mean I'm going to be good at everything, right? So when I left that comfortable, steady, safe, conventional job to build a business from scratch that could totally crash and burn, I only saw, hey, you could totally fail at this, Erica. I believed that I could work hard, but I didn't believe in my ability to handle the possible failure, to face the debt that would come, the way I thought people would talk about me if I failed, the feeling of starting over again. I wanted his belief in me that it wouldn't fail because I didn't believe it myself. So I stayed angry that I didn't have his support for well over a year. And I hinted to that here on this podcast, right? Because you know I'm always open, real, raw, and honest with you guys. And I hinted in my social media stories, which I try to treat like a daily diary, the real me. But over the past year, I've realized it's not his vision. He can't see what I see. I answered my calling in 2020, not his. I knew that before, that he couldn't see the future that I imagined for our family, but I didn't line that up with his lack of support. I wanted him to just blindly support me. And you know, that's kind of bullshit. It's one of your excuses, you know, for not doing something. If one of your excuses it involves someone else or something outside of you, I challenge you to question that excuse. I'm willing to bet that it has more to do with you than it does them or whatever the thing is. If you want their support, if you want outside support, your spouse, your parents, your friends, your grandmother, earn it. Definitely don't wait for it to start working on something on your heart. Whether that's a healthier way of eating or salsa lessons or starting a business from scratch, stop waiting for other people to support you with belief. You believe in you. You believe in you through action, through one day at a time, proving to yourself that you have what it takes because you keep putting in work day after day after day. Hard work beats talent any day of the week. And you know what? You may reach the goal. You may end up the best salsa dancer there ever was, and your dad will still think it was the stupidest, dumbest, biggest waste of your time ever, and who the fuck actually cares at the end of the day? By that point, you'll have reached your goal, and with that, the confidence to not need their belief anyway. So do it for you. Stop trying to drag along people with you. That weight of their opinions and approval, it's holding you back. Not having my husband's support in the beginning held me back because I allowed it to. I allowed it to always be my excuse for not doing better. I couldn't do better until I had his support, or at least that's what I told myself. And it flat out wasn't true. I had to learn to believe that even if it failed, I would be okay. I would survive. I would figure it out. I would start over, and I would be a better person for having tried, a happier person for having tried. Your journey is going to be hard enough without the extra weight of trying to force people to believe in your dream. So work on building your number one support system, and that support system is and always will be you. Because at the end of the day, it's you versus you. Their belief in you is not going to get you up at 3 a.m. to work on your dream. Their belief in you is not going to get you up before your kids to push play on your workout. Their belief in you is not going to keep you up after the kids go to bed to study for that upcoming exam because you decided to go back to school. That is going to take you believing in you in those moments. It's just you versus you. I don't know why it took me so long to figure out, but I'm not here to please my parents, my spouse, my friends. I'm here to make myself happy. I know if I'm happy, it's the greatest gift I can give to those around me. We need happier humans walking around, don't you think? Not humans looking for approval from everyone else, working for likes and follows, but instead working for real connections. And I know when I'm happy, when I'm showing up as me for me, I'll be able to attract people into my life that will become supporters. And those people in your life right now who maybe aren't supporting you, first, know that they probably don't mean any harm. It's in our human nature to keep safe. So most people go through life playing it safe. And seeing you do something that may be scary to them may be causing them to project their own limiting beliefs onto you. Or they may just be, trying to protect you. But second, know that your action will not only motivate and build your own belief in you, but it will also turn your doubters into believers. Or haters, right? Time will tell. I'm just being honest. Sometimes your growth requires that you shed some people. But that's a topic for another episode. And I know you can't always totally cut off your exposure to the people that don't believe in you or don't support whatever it is you're trying to do, but you don't have to absorb the way that they feel. I'm not getting up every day and working on this business to prove anything to my husband. I was at first, I won't lie. I was totally like, I'll show you, damn it. Hold my beer and watch this, I was angry. But that's not healthy. Not for me, not for our marriage, and not for my business. I have recognized that over the past year that wasn't working for me. And now I'm waking up every day working on this business because I'm building the belief in myself that I have what it takes. I have what it takes to build off of wherever this journey takes me, because maybe this business won't look exactly like I imagined it would. Maybe it'll be better, or maybe it'll lead me to something entirely different. But either way, I'm showing up every day because I believe now that I'm actually in this, that if I'm this happy on this journey, it's got to be where I'm meant to be. It's got to be leading me somewhere beautiful. And it's a hell of a lot better than the journey I was on in May of 2020 in that government job. I have to tell you, it is a huge weight off when you stop needing other people's support, approval, and permission. When you just do it anyway and instead thrive off of your own belief that you created through action. I delete nasty comments off my Instagram every single day. And it does not affect me because I have worked so hard to become this secure in myself. And that's why I know I've had this mental shift over this past year of no longer needing my husband's support. If I was in my 20s, it would have bothered me to see those nasty comments people send me on Instagram. But now I see it and I have a quick routine. I do it without even thinking. It's called block, delete the comment, and then delete the notification so I don't have to see it. Out of mind, out of sight. I don't even remember what happened 5 minutes later. I know those people that don't even know me are just looking to hurt me. Maybe my happiness is highlighting their unhappiness in their own life. Again, I don't need their approval. I don't need them to like my dancing to do a dance reel. I don't need them to like my body to show a Transformation Tuesday. I don't need their understanding of my business to post an invitation for others to join my team. I don't need their approval of my espresso martini recipe to share how I like mine. If y'all didn't see that reel, sorry, I got a little loud there. You would not believe the amount of DMs I got when I shared the way I like my espresso martini. Forgive me for liking my espresso martini to look like espresso, not a creamed up coffee. People are out there every day pushing their beliefs on others. You don't have to absorb it. Whether it's whether or not Bailey's belongs in an espresso martini, by the way, it doesn't, or whether it's a good idea to leave your 9-to-5 and start your own business. And look, I do want to add this in before I wrap up this episode today because we are human and we have feelings, and it hurts when someone you love doesn't believe in what you're trying to do. It hurts. It hurts when it feels like they're not supporting you. And sometimes anger is the easier emotion to deal with when we feel hurt. It takes more vulnerability to tell someone we are hurt than to just be angry at them, right? I actually just did a whole episode on that topic in June, episode number 12, if you want to check it out. Season 2, episode 12. It wasn't stupid that I felt hurt that my husband didn't support me leaving my government job and starting this business. I could have told him that it hurt me without expectation of understanding. Someone doesn't need to understand why you feel hurt in order to validate you feeling the emotion. Again, we don't need someone else's approval in this case to feel a certain way. So yes, it may hurt if your mom or your best friends aren't pouring all this belief and support into you while you're chasing your scary goal. They aren't checking in with you. They're not asking you how it's going, whatever. It may hurt, but you cannot let it be your reason for not doing the damn thing anyway. You cannot let something out of your control hold you back. These episodes are about elevating your life. You can't drag people on that journey with you. That's heavy. They will either join you, catch up to you later, or they may have just already played the role that they were meant to in your life. Their season in your life is done. I'm wrapping this up, guys, but let me remind you of one more thing in case you're still hanging on to someone else's lack of support. I personally see more people talking the talk and not walking the walk. Don't you? Don't you hear more people saying they're going to do this and that than actually reaching the finish line? I'm going to take the most obvious one that I hear in my line of work. How many times have you heard someone say they are going on a diet? They are doing keto. They are cutting carbs. They are cutting sugar. They are cutting alcohol. They are no longer eating out. No more candy. Working out 5 days a week with a trainer in a gym. Only to turn around 2 months later and hear them say, well, I'm starting over. I fell off the wagon. Halloween came and screwed up my no candy progress. Well, I got busy and didn't have time for that fitness regime anymore. Most people talk the talk, but never actually walk the walk long enough to reach the finish line. So that being said, is it really a surprise to you if all of your loved ones aren't throwing parties for you because you said you were going to start this new big thing in your life? People talk that all the time. What are you actually going to do? That's what they want to see. Walk the freaking walk, my friend. Stop expecting them to believe in you right away. When my son started the saxophone at the beginning of the school year, I gotta tell you, I wasn't totally sold that he wouldn't suck. Okay? But guess what? We got to the end of the year, and he was asked to perform pieces with kids who have been in band for 3 years. You know, when I actually started to believe in him? The first time he played a song without squeaking. Play your song without squeaking, my friend. Walk the freaking walk. Walk the walk not to the point where you think they should be supporting you, but to the freaking goal. Walk it out. For you. Their belief may come as a byproduct, but do it for you. Take action, get dirty, and create community around you of belief. It doesn't have to be people literally saying to you, oh, you're so wonderful, you're going to kill this. For me, my community of belief is the women I chose to follow on social media that are already doing the thing I want to do. I'm borrowing their belief. Help yourself, support yourself, because at the end of the day, when you need to be working on that dream, but you're tired, at the beginning of the day, when the house is asleep and you need to be pushing play on your workout program, it's you versus you. Relying on someone else's belief puts your goals in their hands. Now, why the hell would you do that, girlfriend? I love you guys. I want to see you uncover that badass within you. I want to see you live out your purpose. I want to see you answer your calling, show up as your best self, use up all the gifts you've been given. And you can't do that sitting around waiting on people to believe in you. You believe in you. You will become what you believe. Let's raise our glasses for a cheers, my friends. I've actually got water today because I've been trying to do better getting in my gallon per day, which just got a little off track in that busy month of July. But raise whatever you got. Cheers to knowing that our happiness and our vision of success will not come from someone else's belief in us. It will come when we believe in what we are working for. It will come when we have faith in our ability to handle the obstacles we will face along the way. It will come when we have faith that we are capable of pivoting should we need to. It will come when we believe in our infinite potential. Because when you believe in yourself, you have 100% of the people you need to succeed on your side. Until next episode, friends. E.